Hey everybody, coming to you from the roof of the old park. If you don't recognize that window, it's probably because there's a big black curtain that is attached to it that's actually right in the hallway, and keep going this way in the building, then you're going to hit the doll room. So that's where we are today. Today we're going to go up here. We had a pretty nasty storm show up, and I'll take you guys up here and show you what happened with the little tornado storm that came through. So it was a tiny tornado. We only got a little over 90-mile-an-hour winds out of it, but it did do some damage to the building. So let's go see what happened. I'm just going to stop here so I don't have to keep coming up and down bringing supplies, but if you look, that is an entire panel that was flipped off from that side over there. It's super windy too. Today sucks, but it has to be done because we have storms coming and we can't let the water get into the building. So we're going to tarp this whole section, get it tucked underneath the metal, get it nailed down with some 2x4s to help hold it down for the wind. And hopefully we'll have this leak covered for the 2 more weeks that we're waiting for our, oh shoot, there's more peeled back over there. Wow, we're gonna get on the roof after all with you guys and show this, because whoa. All right, let's just look at it here. So this piece peeled off from here. So craziness. And then if we walk all the way around over here, look at this damage. So this peeled up now. Look at that. So it peeled it right off the roof. But now you see why we're putting a new roof on the building. We're actually going to be ripping this all off, bringing it down back to the bare deck. What's really great is this roof is really structurally sound. I was a little concerned about that, but after seeing where the stuff's peeled off and going in the attic, this roof was actually decked with 2x8s and not plywood. So well done. We don't do that anymore. We should do that more. It would definitely make your roofs a lot more expensive, but holy crap, it's solid. So we're not anticipating running into too much trouble underneath this roof, maybe in a couple of zones where we had some leaks, but other than that, everything seems really solid. I've walked every inch of this roof, so let's get it tarped up, right? All right, well, that didn't work so well. Thought I had it on time lapse and it stopped, so let's see what happens. All right, so let's describe what we're doing here, because you just saw me do that. So what we've done is we've rolled the tarp up along these 2x4s. It gives it extra strength so it won't just rip off. We actually had a tarp up here right before the storm came, and the storm just ripped it off. So, and it took all this metal behind me. You can see this right here used to be over on this side of the building. So, but it just peeled it back like a freaking tin can. So we're wrapping the tarp all the way around these 2x4s, a couple of turns, and then we're screwing it directly into the roof. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna caulk over all the nail heads and screw heads that I've put in here so that we don't have any leaks that get through there. So hopefully, like I said, all we need is 2 weeks. 2 weeks and the new roof will be here, and this will all be coming off. But in 2 weeks, we have 13 of those 14 days projected to be rain here. So has to be done. I hate that I'm spending money just to rip it off the roof, but the building comes first, and that's what this is about. So thank you guys for being here. We're gonna do the same thing over on this side now. You see we've got it prepped and ready to go, and let's get it done. Heck yeah. All right, I know on time lapse it looked like it went quick, but that was a lot of work. So let's look what we've done. So we've got it tucked up underneath the ridge line over here. It's all protected. There's roof under there still, but we got it to where all the water, when it rains, it'll drip through here, it'll run off. That 2x4 is actually spread across the gap, so the water will run right underneath it, but it's screwed down on either side to help hold that down. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put some rubber gasketed nails across the lip of that to hold that down. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to caulk all these little screw spots so we don't have water penetration there. So hopefully that'll give us 2 weeks of relief for water coming in here when this rain's about to hit, and we won't have any problems. So fingers crossed. Here's hoping, guys. 2 weeks and we're gonna have a new roof. So close. We are so freaking close. It's a lot of roof to do. It's gonna wind up costing about $50,000. So if you wanna look at the roof, here's the roof. This is the back building, and that's the front building. We got a leak in that flat roof section somewhere. That's gonna be fun to get up there, but that's what we were up against, and soon it'll all be brand new. All the softening, all the edge work, all of that's gonna be brand new, done, clean, awesome. Oh, I'm so ready for this building to start doing stuff on the inside and not have to worry about the outside dripping water in and ruin it all. Guys, this place is about to look amazing. About to look amazing. All right, it's the next day now. It was getting a little too windy and a little too hot up here yesterday, so I finished the tarping, and now I'm back up here because we're gonna go and take care of that. Probably really can't see that, so let's get closer, right? So that storm had such crazy ass winds, it actually peeled this all up. So we're going to flip it back down and reattach it. It looks like I've got some lift up here too, look. So I'm gonna have to re-seam that. I did bring my metalworking tools, so I think I can repair that and get it back down before all this rain gets here. As you can tell, it's already clouding up, getting ready to start. But starting tomorrow, we're supposedly having like 13 straight days of rain, and we can't just leave this roof like this, so we've got to protect it. So let's get busy. Fix the stuff under the tree. I just couldn't get the camera in there, so let's work on this part now. Hello, wasp. That's some hellacious wind to bend this up and into the tree. I might have to go get tree cutting tools. Pretty bad. Nope, I'm gonna have to go get tree cutting tools. Be back. Holy shitballs. Hi, buddy. You're a big fucking spider. Excuse me. Where's that cutting? Ooh, that's the biggest jungle fly spider I've ever seen. Dude is huge. Thought it was gonna eat me. This whole tree's got to come down anyway, so wait. Man. This is all fucking back too. Holy shnikes, guys. That's a bitch. This one's going to be interesting to try to get up under here. All right, I got to move the camera for this. So I'm going to try to lift this up over my head with a little bit of wind going here. We're going to just drag it around. I see how it is now. Well, that's like a big peeled up tinfoil can, ain't it? Man, wind is strong, ain't it, guys? I see where it's going. I don't know if that's going to get back on there. Really? This roof is fucked with a capital F. Dang it, the camera turned off. Hitting much of anything. That makes me nervous. Damn, we are that far away from the top of the roof, huh? This guy needs to stay down too now, huh? Go away, Wash. Well, the camera doesn't want to record apparently. I don't know why, but I've done about as best I can with what I got. Hopefully this gives me 2 weeks worth of relief and we'll have the new roof on. I hope. I'm over this. I love you, old park, but you need to cut me a break. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I gotta get off this roof. There's lightning, so just in the nick of time, I guess. All right.